Hello there, Zakynthos here. This is Humankind. It's turn-based strategy game from Amplitude Studios and published by Sega. So if people have played Civilization before, they might be familiar with this. Yeah, this came out about a month and a half ago. It's been in Steam Early Access for about 9 months. $75 on Australian dollars on Steam. Thanks, Vico. And let's get into it. Humankind, welcome to Humankind. To improve your game experience, please share your familiarity with Humankind or other historical strategy games by choosing among the following options. I've never played a historical strategy game. I've played historical strategy games before. I've played Humankind before. Let's do this one. I've never played a historical strategy game before. Just check that I'm recording okay. Yep. Hello everyone. Harold, Alex, Jamie, Nick, Mary, Dion, Spiro, all Crow supporters, Matthew, Nix, Emilio. So it's recording. I'm using OBS, Open Broadcast Software, to record this, and let's see how we go. Bear with me, I'll sometimes move the webcam around. And I'll just turn down the volume a bit. Yes, it says new game. Choose an empire color and symbol. These will be carried by all your cities and armies as well as territories belonging to you or under your influence. So I like a blue or maybe green. Do blue. Which symbol do we use? This one. Yes, so beginner, current era Neolithic, current culture, nomadic tribe. I've never played a historical strategy game, so let's see how we go. Another game that, I think this is a French developer, Amplitude Studios. They also developed Endless Space 2. You conquer planets, star system. It's really good, beautiful looking game as well. So if you guys want to check that out, yeah, that's pretty good as well. Yeah, so we'll wait for the game to load. Also, there were videos that came with this, tutorial videos, so I think they're embedded in the game. Yeah, so we're almost there.
Our universe contains infinite stories, most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turn. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together and things start to get interesting and a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind? A race begins. A new world, a new history, untold possibilities. There is so much to see, to do, to learn, or, depending on one's preferences, to destroy.
Just move it down here. Yeah, welcome to Humankind. Welcome to Amplitude Studios Humankind. This is the beginning of a journey that will see you leave your mark on history. Understood. Acknowledge the content of this tutorial and show more information concerning this feature. Hints. New to strategy games, daunted by the idea of learning the mechanics, don't worry, we've got you covered. This hint is the first in a series that will help you to get started. You only need to understand a bit of everything to have fun. With time, you'll come to master the most advanced mechanics. For now, keep calm and follow the hints. Understood. Neolithic goal. Your first objective is to survive the Neolithic era and earn your first Eurostar. Eurostars measure your achievements in the game. We will cover them in more detail soon. Yeah, so... Camera move. Use the left mouse button to drag the world map, or use right, left, up, down arrows to pan the camera over the map. So you got that. Understood. Use that to zoom in and out of the map. Zoom levels give you different information. So, yeah. Army. These people are your people, your tribe. In the context of the game, however, a group of units occupying the same tile is called an army, whether it simply explores, defends a position, or attacks an enemy. Alright. So if you've played Civilization 6 or 5, it's very similar. If I hover over this with the mouse, at the bottom left it says dry grass, terrain details, base movement, cost 1, hunting party, army, effects +1, food +1, vision range. Okay, so up here Sorry about that for the moment. Let's left click this, and there you go. So we'll move the camera to here. Sorry about that. Movement points. A unit, and by extension an army, has a certain number of movement points to spend each turn. Understood. Army panel. This panel shows information about the selected army, name, status and strength, as well as available actions and composition. An army has a limited amount of unit slots which are displayed in the composition section. Take some time to familiarise yourself with what your armies can do for you. We will cover this in more detail soon. Army actions and composition here. Understood. Moving armies. To move an army, select the with the left mouse button, press the move button in the army panel and then select destination tile. Alternatively, you can directly select the destination tile with right click instead. This is the fastest way to play. Moving to the destination tile might take more than one turn. The number of turns is shown on the ground. Keep an eye on your army's movement points. They will be replenished when ending the turn. Understood. Alright, so food curiosity. A food curiosity. Harvest it to progress towards gaining a new unit and completing the growth Eurostar. Simply move an army onto the curiosities tile to harvest it. So I guess we want left click the unit and right click here.
Yes. Delicious. Though next time it might be better if you washed it first.
Yeah, so we've collected a curiosity. Curiosity collected. You found a curiosity. Wild berries providing +5 food on hunting party. Acknowledge. Right. Map focus if enabled, and when possible opening a notification will focus the camera on the location of the associated event. Yeah, so I've played Endless Legend. If you've seen the videos of my YouTube channel, there's gameplay of Endless Legend, so it's further back. So this is similar. Let's see. Dry grass, base movement cost 1 + 1. Bring units to this, so curiosity nomadic. So I'm reading the bottom left. Bring units to this tile to discover science or forage for food, depending on the curiosity. So they've got 2 movement points left. That equates to 2 tiles. Left click the unit, right click the destination.
We move.
Ending a turn. Humankind is played in turns, just like a board game you would play with your friends, except that every player carries out their actions simultaneously. There's nothing else you can do this turn, so press the end turn button to continue to the next turn. So we've collected a curiosity. You found a curiosity freshwater harvest, providing +15 food on hunting party. Acknowledge. Understood. So this is highlighted here. They're telling us to end the turn because we can't do anything else. Science curiosity. Look ahead, a science curiosity. Study to gather science and progress towards earning the science Eurostar. So you're looking at technology. Understood. Population. Your army gained a new unit. Harvest food curiosities, hunt wild animals, or ransack animal sanctuaries to collect more food and continue growing your population. Understood. How to break up armies. You can break up armies into smaller armies, which is useful to explore the map faster. In the early stages of the game, select an individual unit. In the army composition section of the army panel, press the transfer button and then select the destination tile or army. Understood. Uh, yeah, so we got 2 tribes there. Disorganized were still effective with their simple weapons and hand-to-hand combat. Unit health 100 out of 100. Plus 20 health regeneration from tribe. Unit stats plus 12 strength, 4 movement, 1. Details nomad special unit that gathers food through fighting and ransacking in order to multiply. So these are simple peasants. Alright, let's end the turn. Because they're exhausted, this army has spent all its movement points this turn. Army combat strength, the army's offensive and defensive capacity in battle. So they're, yeah. Yeah, so we've run out of movement points. It's a 0 out of 4 in red. End turn. We've got 4 again. 4 movement points available. Food meter. Gather food to grow your population. Every time the food meter is filled, a new unit is added to your army. Gather food by collecting food curiosities. If you reach a stock of 20, a new unit will join your army. Your stock is currently at 0, so no worries. Let's left click there, new turn. A new turn has begun. Your army's movement points have been refilled so they can move again. Understood. Yeah, so just up there it's 4 out of 4 again. Left click there, right click here. See what this is here. Yeah, discoveries can be made by the first army coming in.
If you learn nothing else, you could learn what killed them.
Yes, a curiosity collected. You found the curiosity ancient encampment, providing +1 science and +5 era. Yeah, science. Your tribe just gained science from investigating a curiosity. Fill your science meter to earn things. So, yeah, let's move it down here a bit. Sorry. Your tribe just gained their science from investigating a curiosity. Fill your science meter to earn. Yes, as you explore the world, you find different things, you collect, your technology grows, your army grows, your people grow, population increases, then you can probably do farming, build this and build that, and hope no one comes knocking on your door. So acknowledge that. Understood there. Outposts. Your tribe has enough influence to found its first outpost. Outposts are crucial to the development of your early empire because they allow you to claim territories outlined by white dotted lines on the map. Claim territory. Found a new outpost in any neutral territory. Consumes all of the army's movement points. Okay, this is flashing, so let's claim it. Let's create an outpost. Okay. So they're highly recommending in these 2 areas, like civilization. So we'll +16 food, +16 industry, +14 food, +10 industry. So the best one is here. And you can see the surrounding area as well. So you've got the green highlights there. So we'll put it there. So left click on a valid tile to claim the territory, right click to quit displacement mode. So we will left click on a valid tile, which is that one.
Will do.
Okay. Outpost Creation, construction queue. So Subra is the city. If you look at the top right, it'll take 1 turn to do it. Outpost Creation. The first steps into new lands are always the hardest. We salute our brave pioneers. This claims the territory as ours, but claims are fragile. Consider attaching a territory or evolving into a city. Costs 35 industry. Initial duration 3 turns. Turns before completion. So that one up there is something else to discover. So here at the bottom right, it's sort of highlighted. So there's no more turns it can do. And we click into.
By building an outpost, claiming territory is this easy. The trick, of course, is keeping it.
Yes, so very similar to Endless Legend. The graphics, nice graphics as well. Let's see. We've got 3 turns down here. We have an idle army. Evolve outpost to city. So if you've got enough resources or stake or whatever, evolve outpost to city. Evolve your outpost into a city. Once completed, you'll be able to improve its infrastructure, export more tiles, expand its borders, and fine-tune its population's production. Evolve your outpost into a city. Your first outpost can be evolved for free. Cannot be done while in the Neolithic era. So we have to change. Anyway, that won't work. These you can't create a district or a unit, another tribe. So we're in the Neolithic era there. Okay, food, industry, money, science. Yeah. So that's food there. Surplus food left after city's population food. These are all self-explanatory. Okay, so you get 16 food per turn. Industry, money, and science. Yeah. So let's left click that. And right click to this. Discoveries can be made by the first item coming. Let's go there. They'll move 2 times.
This way.
Curiosity collected. You found a curiosity nuts providing plus 10 feet on hunting party. Let's move. That's horses there, isn't it? Dry grass horses deposit. The resource extraction is locked. You need to research the domestication technology after entering the ancient era. So even if you move there, you have to go up through the technology tree. So wait a couple of 100 years. Anyway, let's move 2 tiles here. Left click that. Right click here. Curiosity collected. You found the curiosity freshwater harvest, providing plus 15 on hunting party. So copper. So here, gatekeeper to the Bronze Age, copper finds uses in weaponry, coinage, medicine, and decoration. The resource extraction is locked. You need to research the bronze working technology after entering the ancient era. So when they're in red, you need stuff to do. The red needs to be completed before you can achieve that objective, so don't worry about that. Something is here, right? Let's in. Alright, it's telling us down here to end the turn. Preparing for battle. Before you choose to attack an army, wild animal, or city, you can preview the balance of power between the two armies. In order to do so, hang on, let me move it here. That's it. Preparing for battle. Before you choose to attack an army, wild animal, city, you can preview the balance of power between the two armies. In order to do so, select your attacking army and hover over the defending army. Hover slightly longer to preview the battle area and deployment zones. Before you choose to attack an army in wild animal city, you can preview the balance of power between the two armies. In order to do so, select your attacking army and hover over the defending army. Right. Yeah, 36 to 8. So. Let's attack. Left click that. Right click that.
Kill them!
Battle objective attack. Prepare for your first battle. Victory will be yours if you eliminate all enemy units, otherwise the defender will win by default. Your side is stronger overall. The battle is about to begin. You can still retreat if you feel victory is out of your reach. Otherwise, press the manual battle button to enter the high unit deployment phase. Note that you can also instantly resolve the battle. In this case, the computer will play in your stead, which can be useful to quickly resolve battles that you are sure to win. On the other hand, you may want to manually resolve battles that you are not certain you'll win. Select the option you wish to go for. Let's do the manual battle. Engage the opponent's army and start your deployment on the battleground. Oh, that's interesting. That's different in there, okay. And we'll do manual battle. Let's move the webcam down here, sorry about that. Just here. Deployment phase. The coloured tiles represent the deployment zones of both armies within the larger battle area. Deployment is key to maximising the potential of your troops. You will progressively learn what parameters should be taken into account. For now, pay close attention to elevation and attack range. You will always strike much harder if attacking from a high position. Understood. Deploying your troops. In order to move a unit onto a different deployment tile, select the unit and then the destination tile. If you select a tile with a unit on it, the units will switch positions. When you're happy with your deployment, press the end deployment button. Alright, so why did I do that, man? Oh, damn it. Why did I press escape? Move into the thing. Units are waiting for your deployment. End deployment. Confirm your deployment and proceed to the resolution phase. Move order. To order one of your units to move, select it, then select it in the battle menu, and finally select the destination. Alright. To order one of your units to attack, select it, then select the attack unit action in the battle menu panel. Okay, similar to Civilization 6, so battle rounds. A number of battle rounds is played every turn. The number of remaining turns and rounds can be found in the top panel. Attack range. The attack range of a unit defines how far the unit can attack. Battle rounds automatically end when all units have attacked. You can end a battle round at any time by selecting end round. This is useful for you on some units to hold their position or move here, not attack. I understand. Yeah. Right, so let's... Contents, hostile D unit. Let's attack. Right click there. So you can see at the top of the screen the attack prediction. The tribe will lose 5 health to 25 health minimum. The deer will lose minimum 30 health and up to 42 health. We have a combat strength of 14, which is 12. Plus 2 from friendly units. The deer has a combat strength of 8. So it's simple arithmetic like rock, paper, scissors. So let's right click there.
Earth gives us strength.
Oh, can he get to there? Yeah, he can.
Together.
Yeah, there you go. Victory lasted for 1 turn and 1 battle round. Breakdown spoils you gained. So I got +5 food and +5 era. I lost 11% health. Average health changed from 100% to 89%. The spoils they missed, none. The losses are 100%. Combat strength changed from 8 strength to 0. Average health changed from 100% to 0. Units lost 1 unit of class. So an animal, they lost a deer. How to gain Eurostars. There are 3 ways to gain. So this is moving on. This is part of the tutorial. How to gain Eurostars. There are 3 ways to gain your first Eurostar. Either increase your population, gather science from science curiosities, or hunt down wild animals. In order to gain units and increase your population, gather food through hunting wild animals and foraging food curiosities. Counters measure your progress in the Empire banner in the upper left corner of the screen. Hover over them to get more details. Influence. Every empire has traditions and customs that can spread from territory to territory. In Humankind, this propagation is known as cultural influence or star or influence. There are many ways you can earn or spend influence in the game. Every empire has traditions and customs. Every empire has traditions and customs that can spread from territory to territory. Humankind. This propagation is known as cultural influence or influence. There are many ways you can earn or spend influence in the game. In the Neolithic era, earn influence by hunting or discovering signs, curiosities. You can then use influence to found your first outpost and take control over territories. So you need influence to advance the game, to advance time, and to advance the ages. Also to get better technology, like the outpost. So we understand that. Battle report. The outcome of the battle is displayed on the battle report. You can get more details by selecting the panel. Understood. So the victory bar, there's the comparison between the total loss of health incurred by participating units on each side of the battle. Alright. Down here it's highlighted, so let's end the turn. Okay, here. Your armies, this battle is over. The status of your units can be checked here. You've still got 3 tribes here. Looks like, did they lose any health? Yeah, so we knocked out that deer. 10 strength, 4 movement. Not sure what that third one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's end the turn. Yeah, prairie. Base movement. Discoveries can be made by the first army coming in, so this is a prairie, this one. Base movement cost 1, +2 food, +1 vision range. Curiosity nomadic. Bring units to this tile to discover signs or forage for food. So let's go there. By gathering enough food, you'll be able to create reinforcements. The next nomad unit will muster after collecting 10. Yep, okay. So we've got 4 moves there, so we'll left click there, right click here. Curiosity collected, you found a curiosity, ancient encampment providing +2 science, +5 star. That's our city here. So it's starting to grow. Yeah. Violent pursuits, okay. So this is story as well. This is a story of the city there. The last winter was especially harsh, the ground hard and the frost chilling to the bone. In the heart of the settlement, the tribe huddled closer to show a warmth through the coldest days. But for some, it wasn't enough. Some needed to get their blood flowing, and they found the means through violent games. Grappling, fighting, contests of strength and endurance. One contest where opponents fight with hide-bound fists has gained quite a following, to the point that the outpost's usual foraging missions are under threat. What is your say on this new pursuit? Encourage. The toughening of the tribe is worth the cost to our foraging capacity. On Sabra. Sabra is the city that the outpost that we just made. -5 food. Forbid. These games will be forbidden. The tribe encouraged to stay warm by foraging faster. Codify. We should allow these contests, but only at decreed times of the year. I want food. I don't want to lose food. So let's forbid it. Confirm your choice, but you won't be able to change your mind later. Yeah, so this is a... We'll look at the top of these as well. Your city's food output is high enough to support population growth. It is currently gaining 1 population every 4 turns. Next population gain would be 72%, plus 29% per turn. So if we hover up here, food, surplus food left after city's population fed. A bigger surplus means fewer turns. Just covering my mouth because I don't want to spit on the monitor. Surplus food left after city's population fed. A bigger surplus means fewer turns. Wait before the city's population increases. A negative surplus means the city will begin losing population after a number of turns defined by the size of the food shortfall. So we're currently getting 21 food per turn, plus 10 food from exploitation, plus 6 food from Outpost District, plus 5 food from bountiful status. The industry, the amount of industry produced that is transferred to the first element in the construction queue at the end of the turn in order to participate in its construction. If more industry than required is produced, the overproduction will be transferred to the next element or stocked for the next turn. We're getting 16 industry per turn, plus 14 industry from exploitation, plus 2 industry from Outpost District. Money. The amount of money credited at the end of each turn, it can be used to buy out constructions, improve your units, expand your empire, and more. Science. So money is 0 per turn, science is 0 per turn at the moment. The amount of science produced that is transferred to the technology currently under research. If more science than required is produced, the remaining science will be transferred to the next technology or stocked to the next turn. Alright, so... Another curiosity there, so we'll...
Let's do it.
Yeah. 5AA Sports Show's on now. Fiesta. Alright. Yeah, so that's our Subaru land transport trade routes, no trade routes. That's our city here. Let's end the turn. Tutorial videos. If you're struggling with any mechanic or notion in the game, make sure you check out our tutorial videos. Simply select tutorial videos from the game menu. Population gain. Subaru's population has gained 1. So locate the event with the magnifying glass. So whatever happens here, whatever statement event happens, you locate the event, it'll tell you where it's happened. Acknowledge. And we're at turn 6. Order your army to complete its movements. Alright, so... Eurostar unlocked. The growth star has been earned. Curiosity collected. You found the curiosity nuts. providing +10 food on hunting party. A new era. You have won your first Eurostar. Tales of your accomplishments begin to spread across the land. Your tribe is ready to enter the ancient era whenever you decide to. Press the Empire button at any time to select the first culture of your empire. Understood. So, a cultural milestone. You have unlocked the Neolithic Eurostar, allowing you to move to the ancient era and choose your first culture. This will provide you with bonuses and unlock new gameplay possibilities. Press the Empire button, left mouse in the Empire banner at any time to access the culture selection screen. Alright, so we're moving through the ages. Fame. Fame rewards the deeds of your tribe as tales of their accomplishments echo through the wilderness. In the Neolithic era, gain fame by discovering natural wonders or earning one of the 3 possible Eurostars: population, science, hunting. Earn as much fame as possible to leave your mark on history and win the game. We will cover fame in more detail when you reach the ancient era. Understood. Alright. Accrue fame by performing remarkable feats at the end of the game. The winner is the one who's left the biggest mark on history. Right. So it looks like there's 3 other civilizations, not just ours in the tutorial. Empire. You must reach the highest fame score to win the game. Have 5 population and or units within your empire. Current value 5 completed. Discover curiosities to accrue 10 science, current 3. This will also unlock a Neolithic legacy trait, reward 20. Hunt a total of 5 animal units, current number of units 1, reward 20 fame. Open the Empire screen. Let's do it. Let's open the Empire screen. Cultural selection. Historically, empires have grown from both their idiosyncrasies and the diversity of cultures they have encompassed or come in contact with. In Humankind, you get to combine cultures to create your own empire with more than 1 million possible combinations. Here are the cultures you can choose from the ancient era. Take some time to browse through them at your own pace, then select one of them with the left mouse button for more information. Understood. Culture details. This icon represents the culture's affinity. There are 7 affinities in the game: aesthete, agrarian, builder, expansionist, merchant, militarist, scientist. We will look at culture details more closely on the confirmation screen. Take your time to familiarize yourself with the first set of cultures. Understood. Okay. Yeah, let's pick the Babylonians. Where the mind can see, the physical body can follow. More details. Brilliant philosophers, +2 science per research, technologies and capital. Astronomy house, -10 stability, +3 science per adjacent. Farmer's quarter on city or outpost. Yeah, so these guys have got a lot of science. So at the technology tree, we'll be getting good technology. So let's adopt these guys, Babylonians. Adopt this culture for the next era, preventing any other empire from doing so. Confirmation will be required. Culture details. This is the culture's legacy trait, a gameplay modifier that will remain active until the very end of the game. Each culture has a different trait, and traits will add up as you progress through eras and combine more cultures. Understood. Culture details. Finally, an emblematic quarter with an emblematic unit, both of which can only be built by this culture. Bear in mind that both might require a given technology and or particular resources to be built. Hover over the thumbnail illustrations to learn about any potential prerequisite. Yeah. So, yeah. So that looks like a powerful military unit. A melee one looks like that only the Babylonians can. And the astronomy house. Yeah, great astronomers and adept mathematicians, Babylonian priests work in temples to understand and predict planetary movements. So they're -10 stability, they get +3 science per adjacent farmer's quarter. On city or outpost, they get +1 food per researcher, +1 science per researcher, +1 researcher slot. Special effects count as farmer's quarter, count as research quarter. Placement prerequisites can be built once per territory. So that's where you can build the astronomy house and what's required. Understood. Culture details. Take some time to hover over the different elements and familiarize yourself with the above notions. The amount of information might look staggering at first, but after a few games you will understand all of it. In your early playthroughs, we suggest you play the cultures that feel right and appealing to you, and don't overthink culture selection. Once your choice is made, press the confirm button, left mouse, your culture choice will become effective at the end of the current turn. Understood. Yes, so scientist gameplay orientation focused on science and research, affinity details. Scientist empires receive more fame when earning scientist Eurostars. Can set cities into collective minds mode, or the industry and money are converted into science. The mode lasts for at least 5 turns. +1 year available to research. So we will confirm that we will play as the Babylonians. The change will be effective at the beginning of the next turn. Yeah. I wonder if I can save this game, save this tutorial. Oh, you can too. Good. No. So here we've only got one more turn. Discoveries can be made, so the more discoveries you do, let's go there.
This way.
End turn. So when it's highlighted, so there's nothing else you can do. Here, we can build this. Okay. Here we can't, because you can't relocate the. Why would you want an outpost relocation? Anyway, let's leave that. Insert.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. This means more than just markets for the Babylonians. It's also the beginning of mathematics, astronomy, and a set of codified laws that I wouldn't want to be caught breaking.
Yeah, new era. So, just let me check. I'm recording okay. Yep, no worries. Onward to a new era, a major step for you and your civilization. The rules for earning fame have changed now that you've left the Neolithic era. The empire with the most fame will win the game, so it's important to know how to earn it. You can enter the empire screen to see your current objectives. Eurostars and fame. Eurostars are era-specific objectives that earn you fame. You need to obtain at least 7 Eurostars to unlock the option to progress to the next era. Eurostars are era-specific objectives that earn you fame. You need to obtain at least 7 Eurostars to unlock the option to progress to the next era. Understood. Empire. You must reach the highest fame score to win the game. You will get to the next era once you own 7 of this era's stars. Empire screen. This is the Empire screen. Here you can review the progress, achievements, and heritage of Empire. Most importantly, this is where you can track Eurostar goals in detail. Please take some time to familiarize yourself with the Empire panel. Understanding is key to playing Humankind. Alright. So, Scientist stars. Obtain 6 technologies, current value 0. Scientist cultures like yourself earn more fame from Scientist stars. Eurostars unlocked this turn would grant 150 fame. Expansionist stars. Aesthete stars. Builder stars. Agrarian stars. Merchant stars. Militarist era goal. Alright. No, see here it's growing now. Your first city. You are now ready to build your first city, the capital of your empire. Select the outpost, left mouse button you wish to grow it into a city. Then select Evolve City to Outpost in the City and Outpost panel. Creating cities costs influence, but your capital comes for free. Take some time to determine the most strategic site. In particular, pay attention to the resource production of nearby tiles and the natural protection offered by the terrain. So I'm just reading this again. Understood. So let's left click that. Yeah, there you go. Let's bring it down here. Sorry. Pottery Workshop, the birth of ceramics, offers new possibilities for an industry as wares can be traded. Scouts. Let's do this one. Let's produce a pottery workshop. And, come on, I want to see that, what it says there. So that's in the queue. Let's go here. And that's gone. Someone else has taken it. What's this? Another battle. Yeah, let's do another battle on that.
Charge!
Battle instant resolution. If both sides agree, a battle can be resolved instantly rather than being manually played. Yeah, let's do that one. Instant resolution. The battle will be resolved instantly and only if both sides choose this option. Either side can force a manual resolution. Open the battle aftermath. So we won. Yeah. So progress, no technology selected, open the technology panel. Society, there is one territory in your empire's sphere of influence. Select, open the society screen. Okay. Choices you make in civics or specific events will influence your ideologies and provide bonuses. Cities. Cities are the beating heart of your empire. Manage them well to see your civilization thrive. Cities are where you construct districts, infrastructures, military units, shared projects, wonders and holy sites, as well as public ceremonies. The moon icon on the city pin indicates that your city is currently idle. Cities cannot be idle at any given time during the game, so you'll have to start constructing before the end of the current turn. First, construction. The city and outpost panel allows you to manage your cities. The city and outpost panel allows you to manage your cities. District. Yeah, so we're already doing the pottery. They have technology unlocked. Technology has been unlocked, and your scientists will soon research new ways of fulfilling your strategic dreams. Understood. Scientific research will play a key role in the development of your empire. Your scientists will never cease to research the secrets of the world, so just like your city, they can never be idle. New technologies will open new realms of possibilities, new districts, infrastructures, resource extractors and units, new means of transportation, new weapons, gameplay rules and bonuses. Yeah, so it depends which one you want to do. Carpentry, domestication, calendar, city defense. Yes, so we'll do domestication. The taming and breeding of wild animals such as pigs and buffalo bring new means of eating and working. Cities and turns. Once you have a city, ending your turn will advance any ongoing construction, and you will earn more FIMS resources. Understood. They've got no more turns. We're researching a technology here. And when it's highlighted here, that means it's idle. So let's end the turn. Just check. 432. Yeah, and that might be it for today. We'll continue this tutorial another day, and I will save game. I'd saved anyway. Turn 7. Oops. Go back. Let's do it again. Save. And yeah, that's it. Alright, bye everyone.